Hello there and welcome to another edition of the Citi Business Festival on Air series, which will be airing on 97.3 Citi FM from Monday to Thursday at 9 p.m. sharp. My name is Michael Obodu. Please follow me on Twitter at mobodu. Now, this year's edition of the Citi Business Festival is mainly sponsored by Absa Bank, with support from MTN Momo and MTN Business, Ghana Investment Promotion Center, IT Consortium, and GESAL. Now, throughout the month, we'll be talking about various topics that will help you boost your business. But for this week, we are focusing on reimagining the digital economy. And for today, we are talking about understanding the mobile finance ecosystem. And to help us digest and understand this topic proper is no other than Rufai Abdul Majeed, who is the head of commercial at Mobile Money Limited. And he has over 16 years experience in the field. So I'm sure there'll be a lot to learn from him today. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Awesome. Now let's kickstart. What really is mobile finance ecosystem?
Well, when you talk about mobile finance ecosystem, it's just a multiplicity of the different players that made up the financial system. But when you talk about mobile financial system or mobile financial services, it's really the delivery of financial transactions through the mobile phone. So the execution and the access of financial transactions through the mobile phone.
Oh, I thought you were going to add more.
Yeah.
Get done. Yeah. Awesome. Now, we know that mobile money has really become very everyday thing for Ghanaians now due to how prevalent it has become. But tell me, who are the actors in this space?
Well, traditionally, before the advent of mobile money, we have to look at the financial system ecosystem in general. So we have the regulators, which is Bank of Ghana, traditionally has always been the regulator in that space. You have the banks and other financial institutions, and you have the individuals who are the customers and the businesses. Okay, traditionally, before mobile money, these are the various actors that play in the space. But with the advent of mobile money, you have an expanded ecosystem. You still have the banks, okay? You still have Bank of Ghana being the regulator, and then you have the individuals and businesses. But there are other key players that have been roped into the ecosystem. And the key players are the agents, okay, who takes up the distribution. Because without the agent, you cannot have that expanded network. You have the merchants. And I need to explain, there are people who interchange the difference between agent and merchants. So agents are the vendors who handle the cash in, cash out. So the traditional that you go hand over money, you get money on your mobile wallet, or vice versa. And the merchants are those who accept payment for goods and services.
I see.
Okay, so it's important that we differentiate between these two. Okay, so you have the merchants who are part of the ecosystem. You have the agents who are very, very key in the ecosystem. And then what you have gotten is, with the advent of mobile money, you have other players. Okay, there are issues about insurance companies who have become part of the ecosystem. There are pension trustees who have become part of the ecosystem. In fact, there are regulators, National Pensions Regulatory Authority, the National Insurance Commission, who have all become part and parcel of the ecosystem. So now you have had expanded ecosystem of players who are all trying to make use of the mobile financial system.
Interesting, and very, very interesting stuff that I never knew there was a difference between the vendors and merchants. So if I run a business and I to some extent use mobile money in my service delivery, I become automatically a merchant. I might not necessarily be a vendor because I am not giving out cash to people. Very, very, very interesting. So at least now we know how to address people properly. Well, you're still listening to 97.3 Citi FM. This is the Citi Business Festival on Air series, and we are talking to Mr. Rufai Abdul Majeed. He is the head of commercial at Mobile Money Limited, and he's talking to us about understanding the mobile finance ecosystem. Now, Mr. Majeed, how big is this ecosystem in Ghana?
Michael, I mean, we underestimate the extent of this ecosystem, because virtually the way the ecosystem has become, now everything that you can do with cash, just imagine anything that you can do with cash, you can do with mobile money and more.
Interesting.
Okay, so if cash is big in the ecosystem, then you can imagine mobile money. Okay, and I can say mobile money is even bigger. What you can do with mobile money is even a lot more bigger than cash. Because today, if you have your cash and you are sitting at home, what can you do with it? You really have to move before you can make use of the cash. But with mobile money, today, virtually everything, you can do everything with mobile money. So it has become so big to the extent that today, insurance companies can sell insurance basically by the comfort, sitting in the comfort of your room. You can buy an insurance product.
Fantastic.
You can sit in the comfort of your room. You can buy a treasury bill that traditionally would have walked into a bank to do that transaction. But today, you can sit in the comfort of your room and do that transaction. Pensions, today, you can sit in the comfort of your room and then subscribe to a pension product and be paying through mobile, doing your contribution, savings, lending, what have you. So the ecosystem is very vast to the extent that today we have other players who are just into credit scoring. Today, you are able to disburse loans through mobile money. Okay, and this is facilitated by people. There are companies who are experienced into credit scoring. That has created another ecosystem. Okay, traditionally, you go to the bank, I mean, they do go through their internal books and do their checks and grant you loan. But today, with mobile money, there are other indicators that you can match and then do a credit score on a customer and determine whether a customer is credit worthy or not. So that's how big the ecosystem has become. And because of the fact that insurance companies are involved, then you have the National Insurance Commission. Because pensions are involved, you have the National Pension Regulatory Authority. So you are having other regulators playing the space in the ecosystem.
You know, the beautiful thing about what you've just said is how it efficiently ropes in the informal sector. You know, persons who might have had issues with keeping their books, now with just your mobile money transaction history, you literally have economic accounting data basically that you can work with.
Precisely. And these are data that even as a business, as long as you adopt, if I go to a business and pay cash, do you know me? You don't.
No.
I pay cash, I've given you cash and I'm gone.
True.
But if you are able to digitize your financial transactions, because when people pay, then you have data of your customers. So if you have any loyalty program or any other upselling service that you need to do, you have a data that you can make use of. So that's how important the ecosystem has become.
Awesome, awesome. Now you spoke about the fact that mobile or the mobile finance ecosystem is very big. Would you say it's bigger than banks at this point?
No, we can't say it's bigger than banks because you see, that's something, it's an erroneous impression that we try to create. Okay. And it's important that we lay it bare. In the mobile financial ecosystem, you can't do away with the banks. Okay. Today, I'm a mobile money wallet user. Okay. What happens is that I have money on my wallet. The money that I have on my wallet is electronic form, but this money must be backed physically. And that physical cash equivalent. So today, if I have 10,000 on my wallet, the physical cash equivalent is sitting at the bank. Okay. So, and if I want to liquidate that, even though I do it at an agent, that agent has his funds at the bank. So all the money that the agent is holding on his wallet, the physical cash equivalent is sitting at the bank. If I go to a merchant and I do payment electronically, the physical cash equivalent sits at the bank. And the banks hold this money in trust for the customers. Okay. So today, assuming Bank of Ghana say mobile money is no more in Ghana, nobody loses the money that is on his or her wallet. We can all go to the bank and be able to take our money comfortably. So you cannot, they complement each other. Okay. And the banks are there to ensure the trust and keep the money in trust. And today, even by virtue of the money that they are holding on behalf of customers, interest is paid. Okay. We get customers enjoying interest.
That's true.
By virtue of the money that they are holding on their wallet. if you are holding cash today, do you get interest on the cash that you hold?
Not at all.
You even lost value.
That's true.
Okay, and we know the risk of holding cash.
Yeah.
So the banks and mobile money, they complement each other, and the banks are very key stakeholders in ensuring that there's trust in the money that is held by the customers.
I like the fact that you mentioned the interest bit, because recently I got some alerts. It wasn't much, but at least it felt good that I was getting interest on money.
So it tells you that you keep more money on your wallet, you get a lot more interest. So I just encourage you to keep on keeping a lot more money on your wallet.
Yeah, I'm a very pro mobile money person because it's very convenient, you know. But then you're still listening to the Citi Business Festival on air series on 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Michael Obodu, and I'm here with Head of Commercial at Mobile Money Limited, Rufai Abdul Majeed, a gentleman who has over 16 years experience in the space. He's the best person to talk to about mobile finance ecosystem, and he's been providing us with very good information in the space. And from what you're also saying, it means that persons in the banking space don't have to be worried about job security.
Not
because
at all.
This space, even though it's important, can never necessarily replace them, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So now let's talk about mobile finance and mobile banking. Are they the same?
They are not the same. When you talk about mobile banking is just a service that is provided by banks to its customers remotely to access any other transaction on their bank account. Okay, so mobile banking, the customers of mobile banking necessarily must have accounts with the bank. Okay, so it's a service that is provided by the banks or other financial institutions for its customers remotely, so that they can do transactions that traditionally they walk into the bank to go and do. They can do it on their phone. Okay, that's mobile banking. So they have to be a bank customer. But mobile financial service is different. You don't necessarily need to own a bank account to access a mobile financial service, because a mobile financial is a means of accessing financial transactions and also executing financial transactions. So you don't necessarily need to own a bank account before you can participate in the mobile financial service ecosystem. But for mobile banking, you need a bank.
Okay, but at least with the mobile finance, you also need a mobile phone.
You also need, both of them, you need a mobile phone.
Okay. Well, I was referring to the same number at least. So your bank account is your SIM number.
We'll get to a stage where you don't even need a SIM number to do a financial transaction.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
How's that going to work?
And we are getting there.
Okay.
You can use other means. You can use by way of an app. You can have an account number on the system. So it's just an account number. It is not a mobile number.
Okay.
So account number, you can use that account number, and then you can run your financial transactions.
I think I've seen an app that
we'll get there.
Puts your money on the app.
Yeah.
Okay. So
the mobile phone is not necessarily the main tool, but for now, the way technology is evolving, you can never tell.
So it's more of an enabler in this case.
Exactly.
But you've spoken about a number of advantages, the convenience it gives to individuals and how it provides data. Are there more advantages really why people have to switch or become partakers in this whole mobile finance ecosystem?
Well, the advantages for individuals is enormous. Okay, I've spoken about the interest that by virtue of just not doing anything, you have money. Once you have money on your wallet, you get interest. Okay, you can sit in the time and convenience that it affords you as a customer. Okay, you don't necessarily need to move about to have access to your funds. Okay, and for that particular individual as well, to the other services that you can do by way of walking to another outlet. If you want to pay your electricity bill, you don't need to walk to an ECG office to go and make that bill. If you want to pay your DSTV, you don't need to walk. So it saves time. It saves you a lot more time to do other things, okay? Apart from the security that it gives you, apart from the interest that it gives you, apart from the fact that you can sit in the comfort of your home and access a loan. Okay? You can access a loan just by sitting in the comfort of your home because of the use of mobile money. So the advantages are enormous. And for businesses, I've mentioned the fact that you can have a database of customers that you can deal with. If you have a loyalty program that you want to run for customers, the mobile phone comes in handy. But with the use of cash, a customer comes, you interact, and then the customer is gone. You don't know the customer again. Yeah. But because of the person is paying digitally, you have a record of the person. You can even run a campaign for that particular customer. So it enhances the efficiency of the business as you move along the digital financial services.
Awesome. So you are listening to the Citi Business Festival on Air series on 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Michael Obodu. You were listening to Mr. Rufai Abdul Majeed. He's the head of commercial at Mobile Money Limited. Stay with us. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, we'll hear more from Mr. Rufai, who is a senior man in this industry. Stay with us. Yeah, welcome back to the Citi Business Festival on Air series on 97.3 Citi FM. My name is Michael Obodu, and today we are discussing the understanding the mobile finance ecosystem as part of this week's topic on reimagining the digital economy. We have with us in studio Mr. Rufai Abdul Majeed, the head of commercial at Mobile Money Limited, who has been sharing some very interesting information with us on the space and the advantages that businesses and individuals stand to get from it. He's been clarifying for us that there actually is a difference between a mobile money agent and a vendor. So, Mr. Rufai, now tell me, we've spoken a lot about the advantages, but are there any setbacks in this space?
The setback that we can look at is more of financial literacy.
Okay.
Okay. It takes a lot of education. Okay, to be able to get a lot more of the informal sector into the space. So, because I mean, we at MTN Momo, we actually identify some of these things as one of the key things. The education is very, very key. And today, we are talking about, apart from the fact that you can do your transaction via the USSD, the USSD is those that you see star and it ends with hash. So star 170 hash, star 770 hash. Those are the USSD. And then you have the app, okay? The traditional app that you can use a smartphone to. And because of the financial literacy that we've identified, we had to bring in an IVR.
Okay.
Or an IVR, so it's interactive voice response service.
Okay.
So interactive voice response. So you are speaking to a machine, and the machine is responding to you.
Okay.
Okay. So today, apart from the fact that you can do transaction using the USSD or app, you can actually call a number 170.
All right.
Okay. You call 170. You choose a local language that you want to speak. And then you can interacting with and then you can do your financial transaction.
Oh wow!
So you call 170. They ask you whether you want to speak in Ghana, you want to speak Ewe, your Tree or Dagbani.
Interesting.
So depending on the option you choose, and then it asks you what do you want to do in your local language, and then it tells you to enter one in your local language. You enter, and you can complete your financial transaction. So and it's all because there are people who cannot read and write.
Okay.
Okay. There are people who are blind. Okay. Sorry, physical, maybe the eyesight is not good, so they need to hear. Okay. So for the people who can see, then they can have access to see what they want to do and do the financial transaction. So those a lot more of that space. Okay. And of course, you cannot discount the fact that once you expand the space, you have people also who are into the space to take advantage of the customers. Okay, so we call the fraudsters, who are also in the space trying to take advantage of customers, and mainly through social engineering. Okay, social engineering, and most of the time they call you and said you have won something. Either they tell you there's a promotion that we are running, that MTN is running. sometimes they call you with a number that is strange and tell you that, oh, your sister has sent you something from abroad. You need to come and pay something before you can get the goods. So those are people in the space, and for us, education is key. Okay, in addressing some of these gaps.
It's very amazing and fascinating. This idea you are talking about clearly makes the whole space all inclusive. Nobody's left out.
Exactly, and that's really the beauty of the mobile financial service space. It's important that you address the pain point that, I mean, if today, when we started mobile money in 2009, for instance, I mean, we didn't just bring everything at a go.
Yeah.
Okay, you brought in the money transfer, you brought in the airtime, and then later people start saying, well, I don't have anybody to send money to. Can you bring this service?
Okay.
Can you bring this service? This is the service I use most. Can you bring this service? Now I cannot read and write. Can you bring a service where I can listen to?
Yeah.
So once you keep on listening to your customers, and you keep on listening to what is happening in the market, and you keep on evolving yourself, in the end, you open everybody into the space.
You know, one of the biggest concerns with mobile financing is the issue of safety. Let me tell you one story. My dad once called me. The old man was so devastated. Somebody had called him and said something about sending him money, and they asked for his code. Oh, no, they told him that he had been a loyal customer. Oh, before he knew, all the money in his account was gone. The way he was sad on the phone, I couldn't. I even felt it. But then, how then can users safeguard themselves from falling prey to such happenings?
Yeah, I mean, Michael, I mean, this is the reality of our time. I mean, you have just gotten out from your home.
Yep.
And you came out and came to the office. The fraudster is also working. Okay, me and you are working. We've gotten up. He also has gotten up from his bed.
Yeah.
And he's also working. Okay, so it's important that, I mean, the safety of the financial ecosystem is as important as the individuals themselves.
Nice.
Okay, so as an individual, I mean, you just have to look at, I mean, we've been running this service for the past 13 years.
Yep.
Okay, the fraud that you've heard, it is not as a result of hacking on the system. The system is very robust. And it's very, very important in the digital financial to make sure the system is robust enough, is safety enough for the customer to be able to transact. And it's secure enough. The fact that you know you can sleep, you can have money on your wallet, you can sleep and wake up and the money is still intact. It's very, very important in the digital financial service. And for me, I keep on saying, if a customer or is a fraudster can just wake up and pull money from your wallet, he will not call you.
That's true. That's true.
Okay? If a fraudster can just wake up and pull money from your wallet, the fraudster will not call you.
So that means that you, as the individual, are the key actor.
100%. You are very, very key. As long as on the back end, we are doing everything possible to safeguard the back end, you also have a responsibility. Michael, if I give you my ATM card today and I give you my PIN, what have I done?
You're giving me your bank account.
Precisely. I've given you access.
And the permission to withdraw as much as I want.
Precisely.
Yeah.
As long as there's money on the wallet.
Definitely.
That's what I've done.
Yeah.
And anybody who wants to make utilize of the money that is on your wallet, okay, the person must need your phone.
Yeah.
And the person will need your PIN as well.
Okay.
So the person will need your phone and your PIN. If I give you my phone now without giving you the PIN, you cannot do anything. You cannot move money from my wallet.
That's true, but I've also heard very interesting stories where people say, I never gave my PIN to anybody. Suddenly, money in my wallet is gone.
But that's what we hear. But you go inside and realize that, no, the person actually did an activity.
Okay.
Okay. So if the person called you and said, I've sent you money wrongly, or I've sent, and if you look at the text message, today, we are blocking thousands, millions of messages getting to people's phones.
Oh, at your end?
Yes. Okay. Because we've put in an AI behind and said, if you send a text message to somebody that has the linkage of the messages that officially we send, it blocks it.
Oh, I see. So that's why these ones that the fraudsters send have funny letters and spelling mistakes.
Precisely.
People are really advanced, though.
Precisely. So they need to make a combination. We have also done a lot of combination to block.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
We have done a lot of combination. So there are a number of messages that we are blocking from the end, even not getting to the customer.
Oh, I see.
Okay. So they try to do a number of combinations, and then they send you a message and said they've sent you message, so send it back. So it must take you to go onto your wallet and send the money back to the person. So you have done the action yourself.
Okay. But if you are even blocking people and yet we are having this, then these people are very aggressive.
They are working. I mean, they are working. So today, the kind of education we give to the customers, we say we have 3 golden rules. Okay. 1, never disclose your PIN to anyone.
Never. Okay.
Even your wife or your husband.
I'm just some people take an exception. Anyway, point 1, well noted.
Never disclose your PIN to anybody.
All right.
If you avoid this one, then you know you are safe.
Okay.
Never entertain any call to discuss your wallet.
Okay.
Never entertain any call.
Oh, I wish my father had this
to discuss your wallet. The person can call and say he's calling from MTN. Okay?
Yeah.
But look at the number.
Okay.
And we say MTN can only call you with 0244 300,000.
Okay.
0244 300,000. And that's the same with all others.
All right.
Okay. There's an official number. If we want to communicate to you, there's an official number that we use to communicate. And for MTN mobile money, it's 0244 300,000. So any call that is not emanating from 0244 300,000, you need to disregard and report. Okay. And we have a reporting line that we say you can send a message to 1515, which is a toll free.
Okay.
Okay. Or you can call 100, or you can send an email. For those who can send email, it's mmfraudteam@mtn.com. So those are the kind of safety tips that we give to customers always. As long as you don't disclose your PIN, as long as you don't entertain calls apart from 0244 300,000.
Okay.
As long as you don't entertain those kind of information, then you are safe as any other thing you can think of. So the safety is actually a two-way, depending on the individual. Whilst we are doing on our side, we have done a lot on our side. Okay. And you know we are ISO certified, which is a requirement also for everybody to do. Just make sure security is tight. But the weak link is the customer that also needs to take precaution in some of these things.
Keep your comments coming in. You can send us your messages via Twitter with the hashtag CityCBS, and we'll read it out for you. But now, Mr. Rufai, what about the role of regulators and the government in this space, and how does their involvement help better the system?
The role of regulator cannot be overemphasized enough. I mean, we've moved from the kind of regulation that has evolved when we started mobile money, the regulation, if you look at the regulation that we have at that time, okay, if you look at that today, apply it today, then you know that there is always a missing link. Okay. The regulator has also come on board to evolve to the extent that we've moved from one stage to another, and today we have a Payment System and Services Act. Okay, and that is something that the regulator also has done just to promote the ecosystem. And I mean, by extension, government is also today. The government also is doing a lot more digitization, trying to bring a lot more government services online. Okay. And a lot of this has come as a result of the fact that they always want to promote the digital ecosystem. So the government is doing a lot. Of course, we can do a lot more in the promotion of those services, government services that are available online. There's a lot that we can do to promote those services, so that we can get the customers and consumers to know about all these services, so that we can, I mean, the government is the biggest spender. Okay, so if you can have the government promoting the services that are available online actively, then we know we can get a lot more better. It can grow a lot more bigger, and everybody will be included.
Awesome. Now, final question. How far and how big do you think the mobile finance ecosystem can ever be in Ghana?
Michael, You see, to the extent of the fact that we've been able to expand that ecosystem and brought in a lot more. So today, I've mentioned the insurance, I've mentioned the pensions. Today, even the agri sector, we are digitizing the agri sector.
Yeah.
Today, farmers are being paid through mobile money. Okay, farmers are buying their input through mobile money.
True.
So once you are able to, even you can go to that level, okay, to digitize agriculture. I mean, it can get as bigger as you. I mean, there's virtually nothing that cannot be done through the digital financial services today. Everything else can be done. Once you can digitize insurance, you can digitize pension, you can digitize agric, you can digitize the health sector. What else can't you do? Educational sector has been taken care of. Okay, so it can grow, for me, it can grow very, very big as long as we continue to promote it, we continue to adhere to the safety protocols, we continue to ensure the back end that provides the security of the financial system is also there, while the regulator is also playing its part to regulate that space. We can grow as big as we can be.
Thank you so much there, Mr. Rufai Abdul Majeed, the head of commercial at Mobile Money Limited, sharing some very informative stuff on the mobile finance ecosystem. I have learnt a lot and I have enjoyed the conversation. I wish we had more time to talk more about this, but then you're still listening to the Citi Business Festival on air series. We'll bring you more of such conversations from Monday to Thursday all through the month of June at 9 a.m. sharp. We just finished discussing the mobile finance ecosystem and our major topic for the week, reimagining the digital economy. So stay tuned as we bring you more of such information that can help you grow and boost your business. The show is sponsored by the Absa Bank with support from MTN Momo and MTN Business and Ghana Investment Promotion Center, IT Consortium, and Gesal. My name is Michael Obodu. Please follow me on Twitter at mobodu. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned, stay safe, stay informed, and bye.